think you should.
How's it going, guys? Lone Hawk here today with some big news as far as the Overwatch highlight system goes and the loot box system. Both are being improved. There's a video on the Play Overwatch official YouTube channel. We're going to talk about it here today and discuss it as well. So let's jump right into it, starting with the highlight system changes. Jeff mentioned that, you used to not be able to store highlights for a very long time. As soon as you restarted your game, they were gone permanently. And on top of that, you don't always get highlights of what you want. So they're implementing two changes to combat that. The first one is a longer storage of highlights. There's going to be a set amount of highlights that you can store on your account, what seems like indefinitely. And as you start to approach your limit of how many highlights that can be stored, you have the option to export your highlights to video files. If you're on a console, you'll just use the console's video file, which will probably be like an MP4 or some other standard video file. And if you're on a PC, you can choose your file from what I've heard. And what's great about this is it allows you to save highlights as videos even if you don't have a fast PC. Jeff said it himself, even low-end PCs can use this new tool to export your highlights in something like 4K 60 FPS. This is actually a really cool change in my opinion. It's going to bring a lot to those channels that revolve around like top plays and those Overwatch funny moments channels and stuff like that, because all of the clips should be pretty high resolution now. So that's good to look forward to. On top of this, they're making another change that I really like. There's now going to be a single hotkey on console, and you can make multiple on PC that allows you to save a custom highlight of your own. So if something happened that was really cool in game, Overwatch might not always recognize that you made a great play. The highlight system isn't perfect, but now you'll be able to press these buttons and save the highlight, and after the game it will go to your highlights reel, meaning if you just saw something funny like Roadhog, launched a Reinhardt into the sky with his ultimate. That's pretty funny sometimes. You can now save that as a highlight and use this new export tool to get it on video, even if you weren't recording, even if you don't have a fast PC, or if you're on console. Pretty cool changes. I think this is actually a huge step in the right direction for Overwatch because it can lead to a demo system where you'll eventually, hopefully, be able to save full games on your hard drive in like the highlight format, or just make it so you can spectate games that have already happened, rewatch them as if you were in spectator mode live. I think this is a big step towards that, and I think we should be looking forward to that in the not too distant future, maybe a few months, hopefully, I'm not sure. Now let's talk about the loot box changes. Loot box changes are massive. They've definitely listened to the community on this one because people were complaining about duplicate loot boxes, and nobody likes duplicate loot boxes. So what they're doing is they're drastically reducing the number of loot boxes that are duplicates. And I think I just quoted that. He said drastically reduced number of loot boxes. This means you should be getting, new stuff with your boxes. You don't have to worry about getting that same old Genji skin you've gotten 1,000 times even though you never play Genji, which is a pretty nice change. On top of this, he said your credits shouldn't actually be affected too much. He said you should be getting more credits out of the system, it would seem, because, well, if you're getting less dupes, you're getting less credits, right? He said you're going to be getting probably more credits than you used to. So I imagine duplicates now are going to be worth a lot more credits than they used to, which is interesting. The whole loot box system seems to just been upgraded. I'm not sure if they're going to cost anymore. He didn't mention that, but the whole loot box system seems to be improved in basically every way people were complaining. I think Blizzard's definitely doing a good thing here. The community should be pretty happy. Tell me what you guys think down below. Be sure to check out that video if you want Jeff's words on the matter himself, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good one. Lone Hawk out.